It's almost like a mini Black Swan event, this flash crash, and it's come down to support after breaking this yellow line. It's a madness, bro. I woke up and everything's just getting liquidated. I actually commented in my Telegram that I was buying just because everybody's panicking. And low key, you've got to be a psychopath to buy in these scenarios, but this is where I feel like the money's made. One gazillion has just been liquidated in the past 30 minutes. They smoked everyone. That's why you listen to me and put a stop loss on. Don't get me wrong, I'm not no guru or nothing, but I'm just being honest, man. That's how many liquidations. That's the biggest liquidation since March. 95% coming from longs. Why is this important? The market's overheating. Over-leveraged longs needed to get flush to reset the market. Now the market is setting the stage for the next major move in quarter four. It needed to happen, man. It's actually nasty, that candle, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Usually when you see it, it's expected, but what a random day. Bloody Monday, I guess, eh? And it's actually turned into fear on this indicator, which is usually a lot more strict than this indicator here, but this one lags behind a little bit, I think. That's what it is. Let's look at the liquidations, because that's important. Let's look at the liquidation map. Yes, there's more shorts, which is a good thing, because the majority of people get it wrong. More shorts, 7 day. This actually looks very good. Maybe a few more longs, so maybe we need to go a bit lower. But I'll continue adding, because it looks like it wants to push higher. How is there no shorts in the 30 day? Everyone's going max long, man. That ain't good. Remember the last token CZ shield? Ronaldinho coin. Holy, that got smoked too. Biggest long liquidation so far this year. Usually these are the times to buy. That's why I'm putting my money where my mouth is. But I'd put a stop loss on it for sure. But this is why you don't leverage trade. Sounds like a good idea until you wake up with no money, eh? That's nasty, bro. What's Solana's price at? Yeah, still quite high though, to be fair. Binance massively dumping ETH to liquidate longs. Classic exchange games. I don't know what makes it happen, but it is going to be a bearish video today. I'm not going to lie. Just giving you all the outlook just to make sure you know what's going on. But to be fair, is it that bearish if I'm buying? If I'm saying buy, usually that's a good sign. Casper could drop another 50%, bruh. Because this doesn't look good what I've seen of a Casper, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Like it doesn't look like it wants to hold this level, which means it's gonna come back down to this level, which means that we could potentially go lower, man. Because this similar pattern happened with Bitcoin, which took 2 years to bottom out before a full 100x rally. Stock market looks overheated. Highest level in the month. We're in greed for that. Patience is the key to everything, and no leverage. Damn, man. People are saying calm before the storm. But overall, the S&P looks heated, and that's usually not a good sign for crypto, even though it's not pumping a lot. And it looks like we're in fear. The Asta team were moving loads of money too. But CZ's saying maybe we haven't hit a real bull market yet. And institutional investors are becoming more bullish. But this is why I sold Google. Look at that. Very close to a significant drop. I need a significant drop on Google, bro. For $90, I'm eating that alive. I'd probably put grands into that, bro. I need Google to come lower. I love that business. Gold hit highest weekly closing price in history. Shut up, Windows. I don't want to do no updates. But yeah, overall, it's 50-50. It's hit and miss. It's post-rate cuts. I did warn you about that. And we'll see where the market goes. It's actually very interesting if this level holds or it wants to come a bit lower. Because usually, this just tells me that we're going to... Look at this chart. This tells me that we're going to 100k, bro. I don't know why. I do not know why. Like, it's so bearish. It's below all three trend lines. Usually Bitcoin does turn up after this, but on the weekly it looks so overbought. It looked so overbought on so many signals, man. What is going to pump this and give it its final leg? Needs to give it one last twist up here, and then it is actually over. We need to entertain tops because, bro, this just doesn't look good, man. I'm going to be honest. On the overall time frame, we could get a pump into quarter four. That's why I'm buying. But overall, if you're looking at this chart, it looks a bit exhausted. I'm going to be honest.